Golf writer for ESPN and Sports Illustrated. Joins me now. He's also the author of Tiger and Phil, Golf's Most Fascinating Rivalry. He's from inside the press tent at the tournament. So look, Bob, who's going to win this one? I mean, the weight of money is vast coming from the Saudis. So, you know, if money alone is your barometer, then the LIV wins.
Yeah, that's right, Richard. I mean, the money that we're discussing here is really it's beyond what I think anybody ever dreamed. You know, and it's very difficult for the PGA Tour to fight that. You know, they have 40 some odd events. You know, they, as you were just noting, you know, their prize funds are less than half of what's being offered out here. And nobody gets guaranteed money on the PGA Tour, which is frankly kind of really why this all began. There's been a thought over the last several years that the needle movers, you know, the stars of golf are sort of, you know, they're picking up the slack for everybody else, and they are not being rewarded for their value. Well, now it's escalated to the point that, you know, these astronomical contracts are coming along, and it's got to be a little scary for the PGA Tour.
Right, so, but why would the PGA Tour not play nice and go along on the basis that there's plenty of room for everybody, or maybe there isn't?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question, and I think that's what the LIV people and Greg Norman, who's the commissioner, had hoped and wanted. Norman's contention all along has been that these guys are independent contractors. They should be allowed to play where they want, whenever they want. The PGA Tour, however, has rules that say you have to play a minimum of 15 events. That's their rules that you sign on to as a member. And if you want to play outside of that, you need to get what they call conflicting event releases, basically permission to play. And to be able to play 8 or 10 or 14 LIV events isn't going to work with playing 15 PGA Tour events. So there is a knocking of heads right there. I don't know how that part of it could work. I mean, I don't know how you get along, really. They've made promises to their TV partners, I'm talking about the PGA Tour, and their title sponsors, that they would have a representative number of the top players competing every week, because those guys weren't going to be playing anywhere else.
Right.
Well, now, obviously, that's changed.
So I remember you will remember cricket. Cricket had something similar with single days and matches and the Murdochs, and they all tried to break open that back in the 80s and the 90s. Now, in those days, a lot was made of the fact that the new game of cricket, or the revised game, would be more exciting. It would be, instead of the multi-day test, it would be one day and it would be exciting. Is the LIV Golf tournament going to be more exciting than the PGA Tour?
You know, it's funny. I'm not a big cricket expert, but I mean, as probably the short attention span American, I would guess that one day of cricket and having the result come to me in one day is probably more appealing. In this, though, we're talking about 3 days instead of 4 in golf. Is that really that big of a difference? I'm not sure that it moves the needle that much. I think we are used to the idea of 72-hole tournaments. 54 is fine. I don't know that it's a huge... I mean, what is different, though, is the shotgun starts where they all start at the same time. We're not used to that. So, I mean, I don't think it's going to have the impact that you were suggesting like cricket might have.
So, final question. Who really has the power here? Besides the Saudis with the money, put them to one side. Is it the players who have the power, who basically say, you need us more than we need you in this case? Or is it the PGA Tour that says, no, you want the Masters, you want the Arnold Palmer, you want all these other things, you need us more than we need you?
Yeah, it's a great question. I really think it's the players who have the control and the power in this. I mean, you've got to have the stars. You know, the reason that we tune in is because we get used to these top guys. And, you know, you could play golf tournaments with a bunch of nobodies. Are we going to watch? You know, and that's why it was important for LIV to get a few of these big names to come on over. They were getting laughed at a month ago when it didn't appear that they'd have anybody of stature. So, and the PGA Tour, you know, because they play so many events, They need as many stars as they can have because they can't play every week. So I mean, they have a nice field at the Canadian Open this week. They have, I believe, 3 of the top 5 in the world. You know, that's a great week normally on tour. When you get that, it doesn't happen every week. Where are they without those guys? There's probably not that many people tuning in.
Bob, thank you. You've brought it very clearly to us tonight, and I'm grateful for you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's great.